All right, welcome. Today we're diving into something truly special, a recipe for these incredibly soft, healthy carrot cookies. And you know what the best part is? There's no refined sugar, and they are so fast to whip up. Seriously. So let's get right to it.
You know that feeling when you're craving something sweet, something wholesome, but you just don't have the time? Yeah, we've all been there. Well, guess what? This recipe is the answer. It's the perfect fix.
Okay, first things first, we're building the dry foundation. This is the wholesome, gluten-free base that's going to give our cookies that perfect structure. Every great cookie needs one, right?
So, what's in it? We're going to start with 60 grams of rolled oats. And here's the trick. You grind them up into this beautiful fresh flour. Then, add in 40 grams of rice flour. That's what gives it a really light texture. We'll need a little lift, so half a teaspoon of baking powder goes in. And of course, a little pinch of salt to make all those flavors pop. And boom, that's our gluten-free base right there.
All right, dry ingredients are done. Let's move on to mixing the wet ingredients. This is where all the good stuff comes from. The moisture, the flavor, and that amazing natural sweetness.
Okay, the star of the show obviously is the grated carrot, about 120 grams. For sweetness, we're skipping the sugar and going straight from maple syrup. You can adjust this a little more or less depending on how sweet you like it. Then, for richness, we've got some coconut milk, 2 eggs to bind everything together, and, my favorite part, a little bit of orange zest, just to taste. It adds this incredible, bright, citrusy smell. So good.
Okay, this is the magic moment, creating the perfect dough. We're going to bring it all together in just a few super simple steps.
So how do we do it? It's literally 3 steps. First, just pour the wet mixture into the dry. Now listen up, this is key. Mix it gently, just until it's combined. Seriously, do not overmix. That is the #1 enemy of a soft, delicious cookie. And for the final touch, we fold in about 30 grams of shredded coconut and a handful of raisins for that great texture and a little extra burst of sweetness. We are so close, I can almost smell them. Time for the final step, baking your cookies. We're taking this dough and turning it into pure delight.
Okay, first step, and please don't skip this, you have to chill the dough for about 10 to 15 minutes. Trust me, it makes it so much easier to work with. Once it's chilled, go ahead and shape your cookies and pop them on an oiled baking sheet. And if you want to get a little fancy, you can decorate the tops with some sliced almonds or even an extra sprinkle of coconut. Now, here's a fantastic pro tip for you. Let's say you've chilled the dough and it still feels a little runny, a little too wet. Don't panic. It's a super easy fix. Just add a little more flour, maybe a tablespoon at a time, until it's easy to handle. It's a simple trick to guarantee that perfect texture.
All right, the oven. Every baker knows that temperature is everything. It's absolutely crucial. So for these little guys, the magic temperature is
180 Celsius, which is 350 Fahrenheit. That's the sweet spot. It's going to get them perfectly soft and chewy on the inside with just the tiniest bit of crisp on the outside. Perfect.
Okay, so we've got the temperature dialed in, but how long do we bake them for? You're gonna love this. It is so much faster than you think.
Just 15 minutes. That's it. In 15 minutes, you'll have a whole batch of fresh, warm, amazing cookies ready to go. How easy is that? But hold on, we're not quite done. There's a bonus! Because what's a cookie without something to drink with it, right? So here's a perfect pairing, the ideal drink to go with your fresh cookies.
And it could not be easier to make. You just need half an orange, some hibiscus tea, and a little honey to your taste. Let it all steep together for about 10 minutes. That tartness from the hibiscus and the brightness from the orange, oh, it just cuts through the sweetness of the cookies perfectly. It's an amazing combination.
So there you go, a super quick, super healthy, and unbelievably delicious carrot cookie recipe. But, you know, this is really just a starting point. It's a fantastic base for you to get creative. Which brings me to my final question for you. What's your secret ingredient going to be? Maybe some cinnamon? Or chopped walnuts? A little splash of vanilla? The sky's the limit here. Go have some fun with it. Happy baking.